Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Modern Warfare 2 video. Today I'm going to be going over the menu again because we have gotten some new stuff added since the update with Warzone 2.0 and DMZ. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So first things first, right here for your What's Hot, this is going to give you your quick access to either DMZ, the Battle Royale quads, and then Shoot House. If you go and open up the little side menu here with the triggers, you can jump to What's Hot, Message of the Day, or Games. You can also just kind of scroll down as well. So now we have three different ways of getting into something. So you have your main multiplayer here, you have DMZ, and then you have the actual Battle Royale Warzone 2.0. So when you open up regular multiplayer, this is what you would be familiar with if you watched the last video where I went over the settings, which I will link in the video description below for you. And this is also what you've probably been messing with if you've been playing it since launch. So you have it to where you can still filter your games and that you want to play, like the different game modes and stuff like that. You have Shoot House here, and then third-person Mosh Pit. For multiplayer, you also have Ground War still, Invasion, Tier 1, which is going to be your Hardcore mode, which you can also filter the different modes inside of Hardcore. And then you have your private matches. Campaign, you can still do the same thing, as I mentioned, where you can select the different missions. You can start a whole new campaign, go through the cinematics. And then we also have an additional co-op that you can play with your friends. For weapons, nothing's really changed in here, so I'm not really going to go into any of that stuff. Operator's still the same. Battle Pass, this is going to have its own separate video because I do want to go over that in detail with you guys. For customize, this is something that's a little bit new, so you have your loading screen. You can have it as a default map, random favorites. And these are just some of the ones that you'll be able to get and unlock, whether you buy them or whatever the case may be. But they're cool. I feel like it's unnecessary and it's just adding more space of stuff that we just don't need. Then you got your calling cards. Now, calling cards, you have challenges and you have standard. Challenges, there is a ton. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can kind of just get a general idea here. You know, headshot mastery, double kill mastery, long shots. So basically playing the game, but then they also have ones for DMZ. They also have it for Warzone as well. So you'll be able to just kind of unlock them for whatever mode you're playing. Then you have emblem. Emblems are, there's a ton of them. There's over 1,000 emblems for you to unlock. I only have 19, so there's a lot to get. And then vehicles, we have new vehicles because of Warzone and DMZ. Some of them we've had since Invasion, and I think it's cool that they're adding more vehicles for us to mess with. You'll be able to get different types of camos for them. And for Wartrack, these are, from my understanding, just going to be like themes, because it says Anthem, Argentina, Belgium, and stuff like that. I don't know how to unlock them or anything like that, but I'm assuming that's what they are. If anyone knows what exactly these Wartracks are, let me know in the comments, but I think they're just like themes and stuff. And then the store. Store is actually functional. I'm going to be going through the store, in different video, because there's some pretty cool stuff on here. And I don't want to take too much time going through all that stuff in this one. So the little quick menu, it's now changed from home to COD HQ, which brings you right back to this screen here. And then you also have your social. Social hasn't really changed. There was a bug at one point where if you tried to see a friend or add a friend to a party, it would kick you out. I don't know if that's still there, but you can at least now start seeing people's showcases. That was one of the bugs that we had previously. And then recent, and then showcase. So you can kind of just go through your friends who are playing it, kind of see what they got going on, and who's been doing the grind and everything like that. And then you have your progression. Progression goes all the way up to Prestige 5, which is level 250. And the XP that you need to reach Prestige 5 is absolutely insane, as you can see there. And then stats. We finally have our stats. So you'll be able to see how you're performing in the game, what your best weapon is, best loadout, seeing what kind of weapons are working. As you can see, it is still buggy because things are not loading, and I'm on the PS5. It's ridiculous, but we got it. At least we can kind of see some of the stats, but some things will load, some things won't. It's really, really annoying for a multi-billion-dollar company. They can't seem to get this type of shit working, and it annoys me. Parties are still the same. Notifications work. Now, everything else is pretty much the same here except for two things. If you're on PS5 if you go into controller under advanced, you have this gyro aiming. This is exclusively for PlayStation 5 players. And the way that this works, according to Google, is it says that the PlayStation feature lets you make adjustments to your aim by physically tilting your controller to the left or right. I'm never going to use that. I hate motion control. No, but it's an option for you guys if you really want to use it. And then the other thing is managing files. So you can manage all your files as well. And then Showcase is still regular Showcase. Nothing's changed in here. Nothing that I was able to see. But if you're curious on how to actually set all this stuff up, I have a video for you guys can check out. I'll link that in the video description for you as well for the Showcase. And I'll also link the other video of the menus. Now, for DMZ, I'm not going to go into too much detail, just kind of give you guys a quick little run through. I want to do a separate video for DMZ, but you're going to have different types of contracts or missions that you can do for like Legion, White Lotus, and Black Moss. I don't know if that's how you say it, or Moas. I don't know how to say it. But you'll basically be working on contracts, and you'll be able to expand them because there's a whole completion for your factions. So for faction completion for Legion, I have 13%. For White Lotus, I have 0. So there's going to be more that you're going to have because there's different tiers. So tier 1, tier 2, and so on and so forth. So you're going to be spending quite a bit of time on them. And I think that's really cool that they give you some objectives to work for or work towards in DMZ. But you can also squad up with people if you're playing solo. Now for the weapons is a little different. It's where you can still customize your loadout and everything, and I'll go into detail on this later, but you can still customize your loadouts and have tacticals and field upgrades and everything. One thing about DMZ is if you do extract with like a gas mask or a kill streak, self-revive, or any keys or anything like that, a certain backpack size, that's going to come with you when you extract. But if you die in the next round, all that stuff is gone. So do keep that in mind. But it's a lot of fun. I like DMZ. And then you got your operators, battle pass, store. Same stuff. And then for Warzone is going to have its own menu. So you're going to have, BR quads, duos, third-person BR trios, unhinged BR trios, which is where you're actually able to go and recruit enemies to expand your squad, which is actually really cool. And then you have regular BR solos. You still have it to where you can customize up to 12 different custom loadouts. And then you'll have your operators, battle pass, customizes here again, and then also store. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the settings for this newest update that we've gotten with Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to try to keep up to date with everything with the new updates and stuff. And if anything changes drastically, I'll definitely cover it for you guys. But I wanted to at least show you the new settings for the menu because that is a lot of changes since the last video. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Take a look at the channel for more Modern Warfare 2 content, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.